The calm in the winds and all the sounds that make up nature are what make up a normal day in the Coronado National Forest Campground in West Arizona. That is why that unfortunate day of June 19th this year, rare chaos in the Rustler Park area of the campground was brought upon the disappearance of 42-year-old Janet Castrejon. That Friday evening, Janet and her mother went for a brief walk to a paying station to pay their nightly dues, when Janet decided to part ways with her mother and reunite with her father at the campground her and her family reserved for a Father's Day weekend getaway. A decision that ceased all cause for celebration and became a search party for the daughter of Lidia Castrejon and her husband, Dr. Eduardo Castrejon of Las Cruces.
The only time I found out that she was missing is when my wife showed up and asked me, "Is Janet here already?" I said, "No, she's not here." And we started searching.
Respondents to the scene included the Castrejon family and their church group, as well as the Cochise County Sheriff's Department. Search dogs used personal items to recognize Janet's smell and determined here was the place where her last known footsteps were taken. After this, the trace remains cold, not leaving a single clue as to where she could be. The search team continued their search throughout Father's Day weekend until the Castrejons went home, hoping they might have received a phone call and voicemail from her. Since then, Janet's brother, Fabian Castrejon, conducts the searches and investigations for his sister.
It wasn't unusual for her to wonder, but her memory was good enough so she would have remembered where she came from.
At an early age, Janet aspired to earn her degree in computer engineering at New Mexico State University, and she had indeed started, but that dream was cut short when at the end of her first semester, she was in an almost fatal car accident. Janet suffered enough damage to put her in a 3-month coma, during which they removed half of her brain, leaving her with short-term memory loss, the complete loss of eyesight in one eye, and partially lost eyesight in the other.
She would ask, "Why is it that I can't finish my career?" She would ask, "How come I can't get married?" And it really broke my heart not being able to answer those questions.
Regardless of the hurt her parents feel, the Castrejons say their eagerness to find their daughter and fulfill her life wishes is still very much alive. The investigator on the case, J.C. Hoke, has been very cooperative with the family, sending pictures and videos of people who look like and might be her. He says this case is odd, but there is still hope.
We have no evidence to suggest anything has happened in a bad manner, but yet everything that leads to her last place that she would have been would make me think that there's a possibility that there's foul play involved there.
This gives way to the idea that she is somewhere out there in the public's eye. Due to the facts of the case, Hope believes Janet is not in the Arizona mountains. Therefore, she is currently listed as a missing person until given reason to think otherwise. Janet's mother, Lidia Castrejon, is clinging to faith, even with the amount of time that has passed. She says she has faith in God, and that if it is in His will, Janet will come back home. Reporting for News 22, Tanya Lopez.